and welcome. Right, I've been scouring the mod hub for a pigsty, and I've got to be honest, I don't think I can beat Alien Jim's 30,000 one for 270 pigs. We've not got enough. Well, we've got enough money for it, but we couldn't put any pigs in. So I'm thinking I want to do this as soon as possible because I'd like to feature this new mod. I mean, this is always going to be featured, really. But this one also, I'd love to actually have a go at this. If we have a look at the actual production to work with it. Now, you don't need a lot. I've always said this. It's about a matter of scale. Now, if I was looking, no, I'm in the right place. Homebrewed Productions. We need slurry and manure to make this work, and likewise we need slurry to make that work, and we need manure to make that work. So really we need animals. I was looking at the pastures, and obviously they don't supply, so I was thinking it's got to be a proper enclosure where you can actually get the milk from, but it's going to produce the scale of the animals, and we can't afford a lot of animals, but pigs breed quickly, so they do grow quite large quite quickly, is what I'm thinking. To have to buy food in, and the cheapest way to do that is to buy it from our supplier, who is called the Lort, which would have to go to the shop to buy it. So I'd have to buy it quite in bulk, really, to make this work, to make it grow and grow and grow. Obviously, we've still got all of our other processes. We've got our grass, which we're going to produce. I'm trying to look to see. Yeah, the other thing is you can also increase your slurry. The trouble is your manure is probably a more precious thing than that, and I don't allow buying for this. So yeah, again, herbicide, that's a good one for that, but also, yeah, just trying to look and see which is the best way of doing everything, and they're pretty much of a muchness, but that produces a bit of straw. This is a very canny one by Cavalier Roy, that you really, yeah, I mean, seeds likewise, 2 plus 2 equals 6. So again, it's enhancing, but it's not cheating. It's putting all those things in there. That one likewise, we can switch off now. The slurry, again, from manure, but it increases, but also takes the straw back out of the manure. But again, the other thing is that this works with, yeah, this wants both. This one only wants one, though. So, and liquid fertilizer is a very good business. So I think what we've got to do is I've got to study this and see which. Yeah, I mean, this one, that really, these two is from half and half, whereas this one needs both inputs. Don't get me wrong, they all grow, but not sillily. Yeah, it's like adding 20 extra. So it's growing, but it's not like daft. So, and it's 552. That's a lot. It is, but again, it's only a lot if you've got a lot. If you've got 10 litres of manure, you're not going to produce a lot. So it's all based upon what we can naturally produce. This also does pig food in time, but again, we've got corn. Yeah, each one. Well, it's. Again, we're not at that stage where we can actually do that type of thing. So, now that's the Matana into, because that's the one thing I never use that for. No, it's just too terrible a loss. It's the one thing it's not good at, but if it was the only thing you'd got, then you could actually do it. So, what are we left with? I mean, there is this one here that splits the story and makes it better, but then if you're doing that... that is no. Actually, I've just thought of a way we can do this. It would mean bringing in another partner. If we're producing naturally, again, it's increasing the slurry, but the cost of our manure. But then it's producing straw, which we could then produce manure. We put another mod down, but first things first, before we go into this convoluted way of one mod feeding into another mod that feeds into another mod, we first of all need animals, and that's basically, I suppose, yeah, no, it is important though that we study this. We need animals to do any of these, so that's definitely out. Now, we digestate. This one is that half. This is one of the best things that the production shed is amazing. It produces half of the amount. So in some ways, I don't think this matches that on any layer. Now, obviously, it is what it is. I mean, this is a cracking one. It's not a bad one to take some of the digestate, but again, you need slurry in equal amounts. So you've got this sells well, even on hard economy, though. Even though there's not a sale point for it, it's still one of those things that the market takes because it's worth a lot. Now, this produces... Yeah, this one's a cracking one. Produces a lot of methane for every 100 litres. So that's a cracker for that. And it also is then needed for further ones of, I think it's the diesel, but you need like canola oil and sunflower. So that would be further on down the thing. This can produce hay from grass, which that's useful. That one also cuts sugar beets, so it's very useful. So I'm trying to think. So digestate, we can take a bit of digestate, but we'd need slurry by that time. We can make slurry from manure. The one thing that is a little bit annoying, obviously I'm sort of quite strict, because you could easily go and buy stuff from anywhere else and it can get out of hand. But I mean, I do realise in real life you often can buy manure from farmers. The trouble is, in this game, the game's set a little bit differently, so... in so much as, yeah, that is true. If we were using that, we'd need methane. I still think, all things considered, not going to use this. This is going to be useful for the mineral feed, the silage additive, and also the lime. If we were doing any destoning, the stones we would use to produce lime. I do wish that we were actually... It was a stoning mod. It'd be fantastic if you could do destoning contracts. That would be quite phenomenal. I looked at the contracts. I thought, is this? We've got silage on hand where we could take a contract, and I thought, you've already got loads of grass to cut yourself. So I thought, yeah. So whilst we are deliberating, I think we really ought to like set the grass, the mower going, which is actually on this field here. Yeah, we need to set this going. I think, well, we shall see. I'm not sure whether this is going to... And obviously now for the first time we're actually using a worker. And the farmer girl herself is the one that comes into play. Now we're going to follow her straight away, and we're going to grab this. And we are going to windrow, and then we're going to set her on the second field. And then we are going to grab the grass. I think we're going to use the farm supply... the farm supply production, because its best attribute, in my personal opinion, is the fact that it does... no, you just put this down with this one. This is special. Yeah, it produces so much digestate, and we need digestate. So, yeah, the digestate will produce fertilizer in the production shed, which we need to fuel the pig business. Yeah, so one thing's got to feed enough, because we've got so low in cash. Now I knew we would have, but it was all by productions, even little ones, because they all feed off each other, and it's getting that going. And I thought I'd really like not to do the BGA for a bit. So if we probably would be mixing our own. I mean, you can feed them silage. I was saying this, that you can actually feed cows grass. A lot of farmers, literally, their cows live on grass all of the time. So it's not the end of the world if you actually did that. But yeah, I'd like to mix, but it will be the simplest mix I possibly can. So yeah, I mean, again, if we were mixing, I don't mind buying straw for the mix, because we're not selling it. I'm going to stipulate that, because otherwise it gets a little bit too tricky. Yeah, you can get a little bit too bent out of shape. That I'm not going to allow the buying of anything. Well, that's all right, and it is to a degree. It is. I can see where I'm coming from. But then another thing, if you were selling and profiting from it, well, are you indirectly? No, not for feed. You're not, are you? We're not selling the feed. We're using it. So yeah, I think I've got to sort of like possibly get a little bit not a bit more balanced. I can be a little bit too... I can see why, because it's overstepping a line that you don't want to step. But also, if it's for profit, I understand it, but we're not doing this for profit. So yeah, I think on that, if we're mixing food, then we're allowed to buy stuff in, because it's not for profit. If it's for profit, and I think we ought to leave it alone. You're now coming down, aren't you? No, you're going down at angles. Oh no, still around. Yes, yeah, so I think there's only a little tiny bit in the middle. It's basically round and round for the first 3 goes, and then I think there's a tiny weeny little bit, which that might be the bit that actually captures the worker out. Yeah, because it's sort of a bit odd, and there's a lot, you can see there's an awful lot of grass that's being missed due to the shape of the field. Again, this is not going to be here forever. This is literally, yeah, because the pig barn's going to go. It's quite large by Alien Jim. Not as large. I looked at Missy B's Riverside. Shrunk, she said. It's still massive. It's going to take up more than the entire field. So I thought, that's not going to work. So it's Alien Jim's is, in my personal opinion, both the best value. It's simple and reasonable in price, whilst still maintaining quite a few. Unbelievable. There are some, I mean, obviously it's not a posh one. It's a bit like Rawley Christie's, which was my favourite cow thing, my cow pasture, for a very long time. It really is an amazing bit of kit. I still love it. It's not, but it's just there are other things which, in my personal opinion, are, well, you can put more stuff down to feed them for longer. It gets a little bit on the weak side when you get high, when it's like literally filled. Right, let's set you straight away on the next field. I know we could tidy up. It's yeah, and it is true, but it's more a matter of, right. So we want 37, 7 meter clear load, activate. Yeah, it's taken. And we will finish off that tiny bit of windrow. This is more about speed. I know it could be tidier, but sometimes, right, we need to put it in the middle so it goes to the beginning. And I'm sure we can jump out and run across. Right. Whilst that is finishing that task, we are going to get cracking with doing the picking this up. I am going to go into a time lapse. I just wanted to chat to you for a minute to sort of plan of action really on where we're going. Yeah, because we need. I mean, I know we can from just the grass produce, but what I mean is I'd like to expand. I would like to do grapes and olives, which means we're going to need an expensive production, and we're on hard economy. It's hard to make money, so yeah, we need to pull all stops out, and each of these ventures costs money, which we have not got. We've literally got everything. We're down to 35,000. I was thinking about getting the Mack Truckers thing, and I thought, well, you're low horsepower anyway, you can't really do it at the minute. But these are all goals. At the beginning, it's a matter of getting a bit of I mean, I know as an illustration, we've got wireframe mowers, and I love them. They're amazing. They really are very low horsepower, and they are fantastic because at the beginning of your Let's Play, you're very likely to have small tractors. You can't afford bigger ones. In time, though, of course, that's not always going to be the case. So when you can, obviously, yeah, those mowers that we saw in the sales that are stupendously good, there is a time and a place for them. And if you've got the cash, of course, to buy one in the sales for later on, yeah, but we haven't. So bottom line is, we're going to need to do water as well, I realise. Fantastic. I know this is tiny as well. I mean, likewise, I've got to be careful. I keep running over the 7. I saw in editing, I finally looked and managed to see it, and it's 7 tons and so many litres. Oh, okay. I didn't expect you to get blocked at all on this course. Oh, there'll be something on the end that I've forgotten about, won't there? I didn't think you'd get. Oh my life! What? Blocked by an object indeed. Seriously. Oh my life. I mean, you've been blocked by me, but then again, you've already done this, so this is a bit of a humbug down here. I don't know, it passes within inches of me, and it's not blocked by me, but it passes within a few feet of something else and it's blocked. Yeah, I felt sure that it wasn't going to yeah, I thought this time I was going to chat for a little bit rather than go straight into a time lapse, because we're talking and working, to be honest, and now there's been 2 of us, it's not quite, even though it is, yeah, And also the other thing is like I said, not being nasty, but it's placement of your. You can have the tiny weeniest one of these, and if your place that you throw it into is right next to the field, then I've got to be honest, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't take you very long. The thing is with these, you need the bigger ones if your field's half a mile away from where you're taking the grass. So I've always said this. Location, location, location. It is more important. I mean, the centre of the field is perfect, but then it causes secondary problems. On the edge of your field, though, it doesn't cause any problems like that. Again, centre of your field. So that's what I tried to do, pretty central to both of the fields, so you're not having to run the furthest bit away. So it's thoughtful design, really. Swiss Future Farm. It is. Even though I haven't done that, I'm quite sure it's designed terribly well. I'll set that going as well with this. That well, I really have got to get that up. Yeah, that wants to go in the production shed. I'm thinking we'll probably use the seeds ourselves, really, because the mod that I'm thinking about that needs, well, yeah, no, it'll be about perfect for the amount of seeds that you need for. I mean, I know seeds aren't terribly expensive, and it's again you. But again, if we can produce it ourselves, then why would you not? So we will. That means that windrow's going to get caught in that same place. Let's just move Ridiculous Dominic down a little tiny bit, because that's ridiculous. Can't believe that got caught by that. Yeah, let's just put it off a tiny touch, because really I cannot for the life of me see why it's in the way. Whereas I am. Now this, obviously the shape of this field is much more natural and normal, and also there's an awful lot more grass coming off that one than there is on this one. It's a very wasteful course, but we've still got 26 plus whatever we get off this one, so it's 26 tonnes that we won't have until it's extra income until we get the pigs, really. And then obviously the pigs are going to be producing manure and slurry, and not a lot. Again, it's all of a scale, but then again in time they will. I mean, the pigs, they don't produce as much as cows, but they breed quicker. It's yeah, I mean, yeah, if you, again, in time, we could produce food, as I did on, I keep forgetting the name of the mod-free map that I did, horse aggravation, that's right, yeah, horse aggravation. I mean, we did pigs on that, and I quite enjoyed it, actually. You do really need to, well, we made our own pig food. That's the best possible way, but not something you've got straight away an option. Again, sorghum, I didn't realise I learned something very valuable. Sorghum is corn. I mean, as in, like, can be used the same as corn for your pigs, so 26, about 29 tonnes of grass, and there is a bit of stuff. It's just the additional time to actually cut that. Right, so we need to be grabbing, I imagine, that's not long, it's going to be finished. Looking at that. Another up, I reckon, and then it's done. So not bad timing. So let's grab that. Oh, that's a good catcher. Oh, that's an up. It's two ups if I look at that. Well, I was just saying an up and a down. I'm pleased where we are. I mean, to be honest, even to have two fields this early on, I mean, we've not only that, there's an awful lot of equipment, whether it's cheap or not. Yes, we pulled out every start. Actually, would. Oh, wow, it's a bit wasteful. It's a bit wasteful, actually. Straight through these corner ones and then flip straight down. Yeah, the thing is with these is to stick straight. The more twisting and turning you do, the more you miss something. Wow, I believe that. Right, let's do this one little bit and then we'll do a bit of corners. Because the windrower should really catch most of this, truthfully. So I'm well chuffed that we've got this little tractor. I mean, again, yeah, we've got two tractors, but it was at a cost. I mean, yeah, you can't rely on the sales. I've always said that. It's a fantastic thing, and if you're lucky, you can't be lucky all the time. That's the point. when you want a mower, or you're not going to get a mower. When you want a tractor, you're not going to get a tractor. I mean, there are certain things that are going to come up in the sales all the time, and that is you are going to get it, but it's not necessarily going to be the right tractor, the right fit for you. When you're looking for a cheap tractor, you can guarantee you get some of the big monster ones that you're going to need later on, but they're no good to you at the beginning of your Let's Play. So it is one of those things, really. Right, let's set let's just check those. I think we did it. I think we did it well enough. Right, stick this. Yeah, sheds is always the sacrifice at the beginning of a start from scratch. You just have not got. Yeah, you're scratching about the dirt. I mean, the name of it is what it's called, start from scratch. There's a lot of scratching. There really is. Yeah, it's not just the fact that you start from nada. It's also the fact that you often have to make compromises to actually make it work. Again, compromises because of the size of your tractors and all the rest of it. So, right, let's load that course and get this going, and let's get that in and get it sorted. Yeah, I'd like to see some traction, because obviously that's why I don't like to faff around, and why I often do, because I like to see movement. Right, let's load that 37. Yeah, you can see the course I did on that. Clear load, activate. Yeah, CP, if you look on the map, CP1, that was the course I created for that. It's not bad, fairly straight lines actually for once. Right, let's set that going, and we're going to follow straight away. Fantastic, and we should have provided as much grass as we possibly can. Right, whilst we're waiting though for a couple of rounds to be done, I would suggest we grab the water thing and we do a couple of loads of water. Now, I don't think we've got a tap yet, have we, there? No, we've got one there. I think we can afford 500. Oh, wow, that's a bit... Oh, I was going to say, why have we got seeds? We've got seeds because they're on the back of the truck. Right, let's get this in. Yeah, I think we really need to do a tap as we normally do, because really, again, streamlining the operation is another thing that's very, very important. Now then, so you can usually be able to go further back than that. It might be that you're too far backwards. Oh, not bad. Yeah, moving, honest. Okay, moving even further. Oh. Seriously. Oh my life, that's a little bit high. Right, so we need to stick a tap down for the streamlining, as I call it. It is true. I don't just have one tap or go to a... you can. Usually can stick out, it's because that's in the way as well. Yeah, it is, it's true. Right, so we need to do V mode. That shouldn't affect that, really. Keep tramping over this. Any other Let's Play, I'd like to say... mind you, we're making seeds, I suppose. Oh. No. So it's sort of a little bit... Yeah, we're going to... It's strange, because normally... you can sort of do both and straddle both. It could because it was... I don't know, we didn't place this in V mode. See if we can get away with getting to the drop point. It's filled anyway. Right, I think 40. We'll just do another one. We'll fill it. Right, let's leave that. We're going to need to do that, aren't we? We're going to need to be where this is, so we're going to need to shift it. Yeah, so we need to stick the seeds in the production sheds. Yeah, because we need to buy a bit of manure, which again I will allow for that, because we're not selling the seeds. Normally I wouldn't, because we would normally sell the seeds, but this time we're using the seeds for ourselves, so I will allow it. Right, let's get cracking. I think I'm going to start to time lapse this now. Yeah, we've mentioned what we're doing, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys again on the other side. we need to find out, can we buy anything from the map that there is another mod I'd like to do as well. I meant to do this for a long time, and that is this. Let me show you. I'm not sure it is. I would imagine it's still in productions. It might be under containers. It's tiny. It's a slurry point that basically is producing slurry from people's muck. Basically, it's supposed to be put near a town or something like that. Wink, wink. So that it draws, it produces only a tiny little amount. It's not one of those mods that's like, here we go, the slurry pit by Caliph Zeric. I think we're on the edge of the town, so I think it's not a bad sort of thing to do, really. I'm not sure if it's going to work if I start. I think we'll just stick it at the back of the production shed, really, as the outlet for it, where it'll let us, of course. Oh. Okay, I think probably that point there. I think we can afford £2,500, and we'll have a look at how much it actually produces. It's not a lot. I remember sort of thinking, oh, that's a bit, but then yeah, it's still worth doing. So we need to activate it. Naught produces 1. It does 2.5 tons per day, and we'll make use of it for a while. I just thought it was a cracking sort of use, and I know you could abuse it and you could stick, well, it's not really abusing it. You can have multiple ones of these scattered all over the town, and if you did that and you were going to have to play it as a storyline and you were going to run and get it, then that's fine. It really is. Right, let's put this back down at the thing. It's a slow trickle. It's another viable thing and another mod that I'd like to bring in, because yeah, we've not done it so far. Right, so that's another mod, £2,500 spent. Now we need to check on the map, is there somewhere that sells manure? It's weird, there's a lot of maps that actually sell manure. And yet, there would, well, no, I don't know that they all did. The general warehouse is selling it for 115. Where is that? That seems a lot, actually. Does a bit. People are buying it, and then he's selling it. I can see who's buying it all to sell. Right, let's see whereabouts that is. Yeah, because I feel we may actually stick one of our own down. I think we will stick the point, and this is only, as I said, really for oh, actually, that is a point, though. Aren't we making? Isn't that for profit? What are we doing? Let me just remind myself. What am I actually trying to do that? No. The seeds are for ourselves. That's why I was allowing it. So we don't need a lot, do we? Just for once. And I think what we'll do, we'll make it so it's a sale point. We will buy it. It's not a lot, and we will literally buy just the one. I can't remember how much it is. I can still do it from here. It's production, sell points. And it is the one that's the wheelbarrow. Well, actually, have I ever used the outhouse? You can, of course, buy it from the slurry yard, but that's a little bit more than I was wanting to plan on sort of doing at the time being. Ethanol. Nope, that's not going to help me. Yeah, manure and slurry, but again, yeah, it's £25,000. That would have to be a map-based thing, and I would literally put that somewhere on the map. But for what we're trying to do, it's not the cheapest. That is the one thing I am going to say. But there is an outhouse one. I don't know if it's. I think it is. I'm sure it's a sell point still. It's either by Missy B or Tana. I'm sure it is. But it might not be in this section. It might be in. I think it is. One of these times I'll actually just draw you in when I've actually got to it. Yeah, I don't go. It's the trouble with anything like this that you don't. It's not in here actually. Could still be in factories then, because it is producing something, really. I suppose. I don't look. It's weird. I only look for what. Yeah, they are in here as well, so it could well be in here. Think about it. Grain mill. Oh, hang on. There you go. Straw and but this is a production of manure and slurry. That's useful to know, though. Wood chips. Okay, well, that is interesting, actually. To be honest, I didn't realise. Yeah, so these are production. So really, it is gonna be something like that, isn't it? I've never featured that. Yeah, so really, I think it's going to have to be something like a proper, yeah, because we can't produce anything. I will in time. I'm going to put the, yeah, that's it. It is. So really, the only thing we can, well, no, containers is the bit that I'm thinking of. Yeah, slurry buying stations, £5 slurry buying. These are buying. No, that's exactly what we want, but hopefully not that expensive. Yeah, this is where I normally go. It is mobile utilities. Oh, that's a silo. Yeah, it's a crafty silo into a mobile silo that you can shift around. These are def. Come on, here we go. By Manure, by Mikhail. It's not the cheapest. It really isn't. So, yeah, we will stick it in a believable place. I suppose, really, the biogas plant's not a terrible place to put it, really. Is that believable? Well, not really. A wheelbarrow full of muck that you go and collect. Not particularly. Not really. Right, let's grab this. This can, well, I think this is one of the good ones that goes underneath the weight to the proper hitch that's well set forward, so it should be alright. Some of them lean on it a little bit. Yeah, the TPS is one of those in question. You are a menace, car. I'm giving you room. Yeah, this is small now. Of course, we shrunk it. But 8 tons is more than enough, really. We don't need that much, but we will fill it. Yeah, this is not as cheap as the Omatana or the H2 Studios, but it's not always about this. That's very reasonable, actually. Perhaps they've changed it now and it all goes to the price of the map. Of course, the H2 Studios and the Omatana both have discounts, so I suppose it could well be that is what's really happening. Right, so we want this in the production sheds to produce seeds, and then we are going to rest up, I think. Oh no, we're not. No. I was about to prepare. Here we need to do some water. We need to check how much grass did we get first in the silage digester, because we need to have half as much water. So we need 54. We've done it with the water for that. So smash it. That's one less job for us to do. I do love this little thing, but again, this another cracking thing from holes. Yeah. Apart from the animal one. Needs a little bit of work yet, but yeah. Apart from that, it's a cracker. It really is. Ooh, it appear to have our indicator on still. Right, so we will do another one though. We actually did fill that. Ooh, it's sort of like place tagged. That's why I didn't do it. There's a certain way to do it, and it's that way there. Yeah, it's when you're forward filling it at the front, and then obviously, yeah, at the back. That was the wrong way round earlier, which is why it didn't work. Right, so we need to do the why does that not let go of the way? I did press it. Oh, unless I press the wrong button. I know I'm like, yeah, we've got to whiz over. I don't think we're going to do the other field because I don't think it's going to be necessary. To be honest, for how much we got out of this one, it still was worth it. Running over like 30 tons. Although this was like double and a little bit more, it was still worth doing. Right, let's get this done. But what I'm saying is I'm hoping that we'll have the pigs, and once we put the pig place in, you'll see it takes up most of the field. So really, yeah, we're not going to do a little tiny amount of grass as good as that is, because I'm hoping our other businesses by that time will have kicked off. Yeah, we're sort of feeding one business into another business that's going to then I'm going to go to grapes, and then of course I want the farmer Jeb. And again, this is all taking space, and we don't have that, so we'll be buying another field for our production, because it all seems to be fields on this on the map. So yeah, businesses. I mean, there is a bit of room in between our two headlands, so but then there's also the road. I have got the mod on that will allow me to, but I'm not going to let that happen because it's too cheeky. It is. I'm not allowing that where I take the road over. Even if I can, I'm not going to. They say there's the headland here for little things. The trouble is most productions are too big for things like that. There's only things like the production shed really that I did throw some lime somewhere. I remember doing it. I think it was up here as well. Or I might have used it, mate. Think about it. I remember doing it. No, it's there. You were right. Right, let's get this done. And hopefully we'll see a bit of traction. We might actually see some actually earning money, it going up. Well, we did get that little tiny, I was about 16,000 I think. And who's got the lime? Well, actually we've still got some lime on there, so I don't think we're going to need to top up. But this is a beast for liming. It's the secret weapon of anybody's. This is beautiful. Whatever holes technology he supplied on this beautiful thing, it's better than Breddles, it's better than anything else in the game for its ability to stretch lime and still manage to pH properly. I don't ask any questions. If Giant said it's good, then I'm happy with that too. It's no one's cheating, no one's tweaked capacities, and it's obviously allowed past testing and it works. So yeah, if Holes has done it, anyone else could do it too, and it was allowed, so it is what it is. No cheating going on. Tis stupendous. Yeah, I mean the WMXL is my second favourite. That 2 is good, but not as good. That one always seems to be better with you than a worker, but I think that might have been just my imagination, if I'm honest. Right, so wow, that's phenomenal. pH is still not bad on the other field actually, because it doesn't lose an awful lot. I would think if we'd got no, you're really not supposed to leave it in. I'm trying to be good. Right, so I've not put it on sell. No, I haven't. So yeah, I'm leaving that till the morning. I want us to see this, yeah, like what's happening. I might obviously in time paint a bit more, because I realise that also gets rid of the stones, so that this is, and we may put productions, there's enough room here for a production, but it's obviously, this is pride of place in, I needed to do this. I obviously made a right mess of the, yeah, leaving stuff too close to it, which, and then the rest is history. Right, so then, let's just see, make sure we've done one last check. We have, from top to bottom, the farm productions is at present not doing anything. The farm supply production is doing silage digestate, and the outgoing, the silage is storing. We will mix in this probably. I like this mix. No, I don't. I like this mix, but we could do that mix. Really, if we're going to have a lot of silage, we could do 1 cut for hay and stick that straight in and actually make quite a lot ourselves. So we could do a grass to hay and then mix it, yeah, straight to that mix. And I prefer this one. That's my favourite. But if we're using straw for other things, then I've got to be honest, then straw becomes valuable, and at that point we need to just go that. I mean, yeah, it's all valuable, but what I mean is, to us it's very valuable. So we check the water and that's all good. So we're going to get half the amount, 54 tonnes of digestate, which will then distribute to the production shed, which will lose a quarter and produce solid fertilizer. So it will produce, if it gets 54 tonnes, it will cope with all of that as well, but I don't know how it handles being pushed from one to the other and loss and all the rest of it, so as in time. So that means for 54 tonnes you're going to get approximately 42-ish tonnes of fertilizer, roughly. I'm guesstimating. So we have got, that's now working, the seeds from oats, so that also will produce a tonne for a tonne. So we will get about 7 point something tonnes of seeds, and then we can go for our other business. Absolutely. So we are all ready. Let's go through till the morning. 8 o'clock on July. Let me just untag that thing as well. That green beam of light is so annoying, and when you're sleeping every night. And then we will look at the sales too. We should have... No, shouldn't have a big bump because we're not selling anything. No. Seeds are... There we go. Seeds are done, I think. I don't think there's anything... Oh, 332. We'll let that crack on. We will. Solid. That's done its business and has got... Oh, it's very nice when you're actually not far off right. So we're going to sell that on the hour. Our grass is at first growth stage. If this is still, obviously, even though we're still going to get some grass right, so yeah, I'm not worried about if it's not quite done and it's not quite at that. We've got 5 tons of lime of our own, a little tiny bit of salt, 24 tons of water, yeah, and I would imagine most of the water's gone in this now. So we'll top up for next time. We're going to go speed up till 9 o'clock. And then we'll check the sales, because there's no point in taunting ourselves on what we can't afford until we've got a bit of cash, even though there might be absolutely nothing in the sales that we want at all. Ooh, not bad, not bad. All on a scale, really. And obviously we're building up silage, which should have 160 tons of silage. There are a few things we could do. We could do contracts where we grab the grass and actually use the grass in ours, but actually give them our silage. That's one way to get rid of it. But I did notice that's not very big. Yeah, they're like 3 or 4. They're all very, very tiny contracts. So we're not. And even the fertilizer contract, I thought I mean, don't get me wrong. The fields are going to take a minute. We're going to earn 2,000 or 3,000 from doing the fertilising contracts, but is it worth your time where you could just speed through the months? So we've got 92,449 we could afford, and that's still taunting me. I've never seen one stay so long. That is quite amazing. And it does the new it does the new things as well. That is quite amazing. And fertilisers, so that is quite amazing. It really is. I had a thought yesterday as well. It was on about obviously the BGA. Now it is awful, and it is. But I mean, I was going to sell it myself on horse aggravation. I was. You never know if it's for sale cheaper, as in like it does happen. I mean, a lot of the big names have done it where the BGA isn't it's not 1 million, it's not 400,000. So I thought, well, it is a bit silly because it is still a slow burn. It is one of those things you can set it, forget it, really. And also, if we did buy it, right, let's stick the zone marks on. We never did check this. I was too busy spitting my dummy out, like saying, ooh, which is true. I did say I'd never have it again, but if it's not, it all depends on, like anything. Is it going to cost you? Is it this full price? In which case, I really wouldn't. Yeah, it is. So you can forget it. That is just not worth that at all. One thing I would like to do is switch the green beam of light off, which is not that one. It is that one there. We want to untag you. Fantastic. So it was worth looking, because it's one of those things that you always wonder, well, is it going to work or is it not? So that the answer to that question is no. It is full price and it is not worth that cash. I'd sooner have one of the others from Camelos, the 150, rather than paying that price for that. Right, anyway, let's switch those zone markers off, because we're wasting time. We could be zipping through to get us through to the next time, because there's nothing in the sales for now, really. And obviously all of our products is now gone, so we really need to be going through till no, let's stick that back on the wall. I think that's about 60 odd tons that we've done so far, so I think we're ready for the next bit. Slurry will be, let's have a look at that production. We'll have a little bit of slurry in as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, we can't forget that we've got that now. We're probably going to need another, you can see it was 2.5 tons it's producing every day. So every 4 days you've got to empty it. Actually no, we could be being clever on this, couldn't we really? Could be distributing this, and then it distributes straight to, now which is the one, isn't it? Was one just that and water? Yes. So this is a little trickle. really. We need to go and stick some water in that. So let's go over to that. Our new production, its thing is right. I am going to put some grids down in time. So this is also, we've got to feed the businesses. I mean, this is after all what really makes it all happen. But even in real farming, it's the stuff behind the scenes that happens. So we need to go. It seems funny to have this. So that should now be, should any second be, oh no, it shouldn't, because we need to grab the slurry. Now bearing in mind, we're not feeding animals really. It's not going to hurt if we grab that 2.5 tons out, really, is it? Yeah. And if we're putting enough water in this, it's going to pretty much clean it out anyway. So I don't know where we go to actually grab it. We trust, oh I do, yeah, that's why we left it that way. So we didn't have to do anything daft like that. Yeah, at least we can run over here without running over the seeds. So we've got our seeds, we've got that business, but actually we have got the money to do that now. But we also need the farmer jet. But really, as well, the other thing is, we're too close to the. We're there to do it now. We'll stick that straight in there, and then I think we need to be a bit closer. We're a little bit too close to the Omatana. That tab is a bit of a stupendously, like most things that Omatana does, she does make things very well. Yeah, so we'll stick that in because we don't need any more than 20 tons in that other one. See if we can get a big. We will in time get for our own, especially when we've got animals. I don't want water in or milk mixed with right next to it. So we've got another little business, and it is a little business, but it feeding into the other business, it's going to really get 2.5 tons a day. And I say I'm going to go with the spirit of the mod. I'm not going to put 4 of them down. You could, of course, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I'm trying to stick to the spirit of the mod and not taking advantage. You could do that with everything, and then before long you could be a multi-zillionaire, really. Right, smashing. So that nudge should now be showing as green, and will produce about 3.5 tons of liquid fertilizer, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, 20 plus 20. Oh, so it's going to triple, actually. So no, it's about 7.5 tons of liquid fertilizer. So that is quite amazing. Going to go through to the next grant. We will do the other businesses, but yeah, I'd like to get a bit of traction with the normal things and just see how that's going, really. So I'm going to take us through till I think this is going to be the last cut, because I don't want to be cutting late. So we will go through till August morning, 8 o'clock, and then September we'll be changing to 9. Oh no, we're not put it on selling. So again, we shall speed up till 9 o'clock, which also suits us, because then so that's second growth stage, 93,830. So we should now see a little bit of liquid. Oh, of course, no. Yeah, it's pushed into days. I never thought about that. Yeah, of course, it's right. So we need to do that. Yes, it will have taken the slurry from today and put it straight in, won't it? Because we've told it to distribute. So that's quite fantastic. In a way, we got double what we would normally get. What we normally get was only be that 2.5 tons, though. So that is quite amazing. Why is the digestate still ticking? Okay. Right, smashing. Okay, so we need to speed up till 9 o'clock. And then we will get a bit of a bang, and it's not going to be, I don't know, actually 50 tons of that's going to be quite, it is hard economy though. Yeah, it's not going to be like, well, you'd be rich if you did this on easy. Yeah, I mean, that's a little tiny bang, about 10, 15, 10, that's really quite poor. Ooh, the Ixter. We do need one. Oh, it's that Mississippi P used to love this. Oh, wow, it's a massive one, that is. Wheel loader, that's going to grab some bales. Really is. But not for us. That though, on the other hand, we'll keep it as an 18-metre spread, and we will buy that, definitely. That is not wasted. Right, so we need to go through till September morning, and we we doing anything? No, that's going to go across. That's the only business we've got that's basically doing anything at present until we cut the grass again. So yeah, let's go through till. Oh, that was a point. Let's switch the ones off that are costing us, that actually aren't doing anything. So that and that is the only one. The silage digester is done, and we've got 160 tons of. It is a bit of a shame, really. I mean, we can eventually mix, but we're going to have I suppose though, in time, Mr. CDP always used to make his own, and I've got to be honest, in time it does catch up. He got it down to a fine art, and it is true, it will in time catch up. So one more month. We're going to leave it at, obviously next month we're going to do, next session we're going to do the cutting, so this will be the last zip. I just wanted to get a bit of traction, so 9 o'clock. And we'll check the sales, and yeah, I mean, we've all done alright. I don't care if we've just got a sprayer. It's widening out a little bit. And that one can be 28 metres, so I think on this map though, it's small to medium fields, so actually fantastic. 3rd growth stage. And a little tiny beast, and it really isn't. So have I still got that on sell it? Have I done it on selling? Or yeah. That didn't go up very much at all, really. I'm surprised at that. Liquid fertiliser must be quite cheap on the map, because that's... Well, you know, yeah, thinking about it, we actually... oh, the original fast bale. I bet... Yeah, in time, I know, it is true. But, yeah, we've got a machine that does it, so it's, yeah, again, it is brilliant, obviously, of course it is, and in time we're going to get that, and that is a good price for a 6 metre, but again, you don't know what machine you're going to get, so it's a total waste of time. So there we are, 105,226. I think we can afford pigs, I do, but I'd be very foolish not to chop this. Nitrogen bad, pH value good, but we're still going to get grass off of it. So to me, it seems highly appropriate that we cut this one last time. And this time we're going to be thorough and grab everything off. Yeah, I should have. Well, it's a very low output this is, but we will cut both next time, and we'll stick that in there because that is our main income. And then we will stick the pigs down, and we'll go and grab some pig food. In fact, I could send the wagon down. I tell you what, let's... No, because we don't know how well we're going to do and all the rest of it. We need to do a lot of work. Probably better to do it through the winter, really. Probably do the cuts tomorrow, September, October, November. Yeah, it's... I don't want to cut it. It's going to be ready to grow, ready to be cut next year early on. If we don't cut it any later than September, we've got October and November to grow again, ready for next year. So yeah, then at least we're not waiting till June or May or something like that to cut our grass the first time. Of course, this business is not going to last forever, although we might keep one grass field. It's really not very much effort when you get your tools right in time. We could do square bales or something like that. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. The sales really decide that a lot of what I do, because I like not to make choices that are like the same old every single let's me. Yeah, of course there are some like ridiculous Dominic's Plough and Holes FS, not always this, but on let's start from scratch. It's just its versatility outweighs anything else, and we do play it properly, although I did speed up a little bit. I forgot myself a little bit, but we do it at 10 miles an hour, which is the proper speed if you were going to use a caster. So yeah, we're doing everything properly. Such things do exist. Not sure about the 20 metre spread, but I don't know. It's I don't know. It's the speed that you go with, really. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Yeah. So all that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.